Hey Joe, did you hear they made a game about why I can't talk to girls?
No.
Yeah, it's called Shyness.
Okay.
This is Shyness.
It took me a second to get that because it was so dumb.
Oh.
Such a simple joke. I was thinking it might have been something a little bit deeper, but no, it was just a pun.
You're looking at the wrong guy for deep jokes. This is Shyness by Enigami, published by Focus Home Interactive. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
And it was released on April 18th, 2017.
So not too long ago. Not too long ago.
And a copy of this title was provided to us by the developers. So thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, thanks for this. Yeah, I read about this game in a couple different places on the internet when it came out.
So we're jumping into Ed's save file here. So we're skipping past the intro and the story and the tutorial.
Yeah, it does feature.
We can jump right into the action.
Yeah.
Ed played it a little bit before.
There's
not too far, but
I kind of just wanted to get through the beginning just to see, if it was I don't know. There's a fair amount of cutscenes. There's some really nice 2D, like comic style cutscenes.
Oh, cool.
And then it runs you through the basic controls in the tutorial. There's a lot of different controls. For example, you can summon these rocks, menhir as they're called in the game. Menhir. You can summon up to 2 of these. And you can kind of imagine the possibilities for puzzle solving. There's some switches that you have to set these rocks down on to activate. That kind of thing. But this is still fairly early on in the game. I guess to avoid spoilers, it's also a good idea to skip the intro cutscene and everything, But we're still kind of getting our bearings here. But the appeal of this game, it's basically an action RPG with the appeal of sort of a real-time action fighting combat system. So you might have seen just now. We'll get into another fight here. This is still at the very beginning of the game, but you can see, you have full control. Whoa, Jesus. During combat. And so far, what it boils down to is you can roll, you can defend, you can punch and kick, and you can also parry, which I'm not very good at. I'm stun locked. Yeah,
you got combos.
Yeah, there are combos. So
are you inside of this arena?
I think that's the
ring.
Deal.
Yeah, it looks like.
It kind of reminds me if you were playing Chrono Trigger, but at this perspective, like you're kind of locked into where you were already standing.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
To lock the player into an arena when you're fighting, because if you could use the environment either to your advantage or if it just got in the way and it was to your disadvantage, it could be annoying. So limiting the player to a smaller arena is the right decision in a lot of cases, I think.
So far it's only been one-on-one combat. I'm not sure how it would turn out with more than one enemy at a time, but so far it seems like it's just sending you one at a time. And then when you kill the first guy, it sends in the second guy, so far. But again, this is very, very early on, I think. Maybe...
You got an S rank.
Yes, I'm the best.
You're pretty good.
Maybe about 20 minutes into the game if you're watching the tutorial and going through or watching the cutscenes. Not watching the tutorial.
Playing the tutorial and watching the cutscenes.
That's the one. So let's see. I like this map, by the way.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, can you zoom out? It looks a little bit too zoomed in, but yeah, there you go.
Not enough games have great maps. Oh, so the objective is over there.
Is there a HUD map at all, or is it just this?
A HUD map? Oh, like that mini map?
Oh yeah, I see it up there, mini map. Yeah, I wasn't looking before. Cool.
So points for that. I'm always a fan of good maps. But let's see what else I can show you here. Not that. Here we go. So in traditional RPG fashion...
Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to point out what we have here.
Point out something useful. I was going to tell a dumb joke.
So we haven't unlocked any other characters, but I'm a sucker for stats. You might know that if you've seen other videos with stats in them. I love stats, and this is kind of my game. Like, my kind of game, So all kinds of stuff. You gain experience, you gain levels, and combos. So, I don't know. I've been playing Bayonetta recently, so I've been thinking about that.
Oh, really?
About good combo systems.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just came out for the PC.
Came out for PC, yeah. Yeah, I played that. I beat that game twice, I think, for 360 back in the days.
In the days, yeah.
It wasn't really that long ago, whenever it came out.
So yeah, pretty fully featured. Lots of stuff. Tutorials, tips, all the stats you could ever want. Looks pretty good. Runs fine.
Looks like a lot of options.
Yeah, it has a ton of options. I think that's all the major options. But yeah, there's a screen for everything. Equipment. Let's see. What did I want to equip? I got shoes earlier. There we go. I'm gonna
it's
equip
not
those
too
shoes.
complicated. There's not that many slots, at least on the equipment.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's other systems to make up for it from what it looks like.
Yeah, it seems like there is a ton of customizability overall.
Yeah, some games, especially now, they get really complicated with the systems, and I think it's not too hard for the developers themselves to understand because they build the systems one at a time probably and build them on top of each other. But
Yeah.
if you're a new player coming into an RPG or any kind of game where there's a lot of stats and leveling and options that you have, it can be kind of confusing. Like, I think Neo was kind of like that.
Oh, really?
Neo was, it had too many systems. Like, they threw too many of them at you all at once, I think, and it was a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
But I think once you get used to it, it seemed like it was a pretty awesome game. We did cover it on the channel.
Cause you any trouble. I'm just looking for a friend.
Okay.
So there's voice
Listen
acting.
to me very carefully. We want you to leave this forest.
It's okay.
And never come back. Am I making myself clear?
Wow, the people sure are friendly around here.
I like that guy. I like the main character's voice.
His name is Shadow, spelled Chado.
Okay, just relax. I guess I'll just have to deal with the situation myself. Fuck this.
Perfect. That was probably a bad
Not
choice.
so fast. You need to learn some manners, little one.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Squeak! What, are we gonna fight now?
I think so. Seems that way.
The music so far kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy IX, especially this track.
That's a specific choice.
Yeah, I think you'll be
It's
able
a
to hear it as
specific
well.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with that soundtrack. I did play the game and had the soundtrack, actually.
This kind of reminds me of a game that I think you mentioned before we started recording that could have been like a PlayStation 2 era game.
Yeah, kind of looks like it. Maybe a little bit upgraded graphics, but
Yeah. I think a lot from the presentation to the...
reminds me a little bit of the Brave Fencer Musashi game for PS2.
Yeah, I never played that one.
I think it was. I forget what it was called.
Called Musashi. It was just
Was
called
it just
Musashi,
called
wasn't it?
Musashi?
Yeah,
No, I think it had something else. Something
think?
else in the title. But anyway, I played through that game back when it came out, and I liked it a lot. And the style of this actually reminds me a little bit of that. That was a little more, the style was a little bit wilder, I guess, for lack of a better word. And it was like a little thicker and chunkier, but this is still kind of that chunky, a little bit chunky-ish kind of style. And it's very colorful and has kind of similar effects to it, I think. But yeah, I really love the style of that game. That was the gameplay itself wasn't even that good, but I just kept playing it because I wanted to see the designs and just see more of the game. It's just fun to look at, really. It wasn't that deep, if I remember right. The systems were really, there wasn't that much customization, especially compared to a lot of RPGs and adventure games today, but still a fun game.
Lots of exposition here. So at the beginning of the game, we're on a ship with this guy, Pokey. We were just playing as Shadow, and this is the other guy, and we've been separated.
Oh jeez, that's terrible.
Oh Jesus! So that's so far, without spoiling anything else. That's mostly what's happened. Anyway, we're just gonna try to speed through this a little bit. Because I'm sure... Oh, crad. Crad. I don't know what that just said. Damn it!
I missed it too.
Oh, if only there was some way to go back in time
Just
and...
follow those guys.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Oh wow,
fine.
look at this guy. He's the comic relief. Did you see how he runs?
It
He kind of reminds me like a Ebisumaru character
Yeah,
from
I was just gonna say that.
Goemon. He's not quite as obese as Ebisumaru, but he's
charming, you know?
kind of a goofball type of character. Yeah.
Here we go. So these guys aren't out to get us, out to kill us.
Cayenne.
With his discipline. A discipline?
What are she? So she's like the energy, right?
I guess, yeah.
I think so. Magic.
Okay, let's see.
Or energy.
Kiju discipline. Let's see what it does. We're all going to be learning for the first time what it does. Where is it? Here it is. A magic discipline that most music fans in Kimpao learn for beginners.
Sounds great for us.
Oh my god.
Hundi.
Huh?
Can I borrow a Hundi? No, never. That was terrible.
Select she. Where is it? What am I doing wrong?
Illilin. Does that say Illilin? Look how many L's there are.
Eileen. That's Eileen, maybe.
No way.
No? Here it is. Here it is.
I've never seen that many L's in a row.
Jew, yeah.
Christ.
All right, we'll set that to the
Killed you.
The Y.
There's so many puns to be made in this title.
Oh no, I
And
set
we're
that
going for all of them.
to the Y button.
I don't think we've ever made this many bad jokes
No.
on GS in a row. We make some bad ones once in a while,
And
but
we never will ever again.
probably not.
Come on, come on. What? This is confusing. Let's see here. Here we go.
Oh, can you
guess-
assign it to one of those?
I guess so. Yeah. Let's put it to
Put it
B
on
for now.
B.
We probably can't use it until we're in combat. This is our save buddy. So it's just like those Moogles from Final Fantasy IX, you know?
Awesome.
The save Moogles, save Mogs.
Yeah, like the designs are kind of from that era, even a little bit looks like. And that guy, the big guy, Cayenne with the long hair, he almost reminds me of a character from Breath of Fire 3. I forget what his name was. I think it was like Ray or something. Was it Ray? I don't remember.
I don't know.
But he's I thought he was a cool looking character.
Oh, my hand! I don't know what that does. If you hold down the R trigger, that's what happens. Something we haven't gotten to yet in combat. Ah, here we go. Ah, get out of my way! You... Yeah, take that! Take that ice!
It's kind of a creepy looking monster here.
Ice cube in the face. Take it. Ah!
Get him.
I think we're
He
gonna
might be-
die.
Maybe he's weak to ice because he's a plant, you know?
Suck it. 57! 57!
Yeah, I think you need to hit him with more of those things.
I do, but
Oh, did it freeze him?
it has such a long wind up here.
Get him, get him.
Suck it.
Yeah, you got him.
Nerd.
He's not frozen, he's not frozen.
He's not. He's not. Wow, he really... Ooh, he threw us for a loop. Get out of here! Get
I
out
like
of
the
here.
big hands on this guy. Yeah, this enemy character reminds me the most of the
Oh god, oh god,
the
oh god.
Musashi games, just because of the big arms and hands.
Oh no! See, combat, I mean, sometimes like this, you can get you can get comboed quite easily and there's no way to break out of it. And I think overall, a lot of the gripes that people had with it were based on the combat being a little bit simple, I guess. And I can kind of see that even now, just a little bit, but I'd like to make that decision for myself. But I'm just relaying what I have. Oh shit! What I have heard. Let's try that again. This guy is obviously not well suited for combat. Oh god!
Yeah, this guy seems a little worse than the guy you were playing as before. Maybe he's like the magic guy.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, he's got this ice magic. Hey, get out of here!
He's got like goggles on his head.
Oh, that's what makes him the magic guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's. I was just thinking of like it's from that. It's the designs feel like they're from that era when
Yeah,
characters always had goggles on their head and stuff.
I think you're right. He kind of reminds me of Tails. You know, like you were saying.
Tails? Did Tails have goggles on his head?
In Sonic Adventure, he did. I think.
He did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, well, Sonic Adventure. Keck.
I played a lot of Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, that one turned out better.
Just
but-
the Shadow and Sonic
Get outta
stages
here.
though.
Oh yeah. You didn't play Pumpkin Hill over and over?
Well, I played it once
Pumpkin
to unlock
Hill.
the rest of the Sonic and Shadow stages.
How did that rap go? Do you remember?
No, and even if I did know it by
Listen,
heart,
Are we going
I
on?
would not perform it for you right now.
Going on down to Pumpkin Hill.
Yeah, that sounds like
Something like that.
yeah, something like that. Said Pumpkin Hill a lot.
Yeah, they just had to repeat the name of the area. That was a good choice. That was a good stylistic choice.
Hey, didn't they change Knuckles' design? Isn't he like a big weird looking guy?
Yeah, they changed all the designs.
Yeah, that
recently.
doesn't look good.
And they rebooted it with a Saturday morning cartoon show, I think.
Yeah, I guess I'm not up on Sonic stuff.
Nah, me neither. Although, what is this? Nothing? Although I really enjoyed the Sonic Saturday morning show. Gah! I wanted to avoid that fight. Let's try out this spell. Go for it. Hit your enemy with Kiju.
Yeah,
Okay,
do it.
so hold down LT, cast. So
Yeah,
that
while he's
wind
just standing there mocking you.
up. Yeah, that didn't happen last
Oh,
time.
I think this is like a tutorial.
Yeah. Okay, so you can instant cast as well.
Oh, okay. So like the charge one, I guess, is more effective, I guess.
Yeah, to make them stronger. Try channeling.
Yeah.
That is a long wind-up time.
Better be worth it. Oh,
57?
it totally was.
Oh, totally was. The color gauges show your Shi, and your health points are just above. Alright. There's one feature that changes regularly. Concentrate to regenerate your Shi. Oh, okay. So the barrier...
Oh, I see. The barrier around it goes blue to orange.
Interesting. Oh, so that's what the right trigger does. So when the barrier is blue, we can regenerate... Yeah, okay. That's interesting.
Huh.
Chrono Cross had a
I never
system
would
like
have thought.
that.
Oh, really?
Sort of,
Huh,
yeah.
I don't remember. I played that a little bit, but I never beat it.
Yeah.
I got like 10 hours into it.
It had a system where, depending on which spells were cast, the element of the entire fight would change, which would, you know, strengthen and weaken certain elements. If you were using like fire, for example, if you used I think if you used like 3 fire spells in a row, it made the arena fiery, something like that, and then fire spells would be more powerful. That's an interesting system here. Do I want to go down here? Sure.
No, we caught up.
I can't find my Shi wrench. You mean that thing right there?
At last.
At last, my tools.
Here we are.
Quiet. Don't make a sound. Someone's there.
Is this a human?
Wonder which family
It
this
is.
place belongs
Hey, it's a
to.
guy.
Wagdas. It must be spies.
Wagdas. That's my favorite vulgar word. My favorite obscenity. Wagdas.
Do you know him? He got so upset. Do you know him? Scoured. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm kind of blazing through this here.
Man, his name's Pokey.
Pokey.
He's definitely the goofball character.
Yeah, straight from Earthbound, man. Pokey. You know? Okay. On the lookout for Shadow. Sure. Yeah, this game a little bit... Oh, I'm going to go down here and save. Sometimes
Yeah,
it
it's
reminds
really
me
good
of, you know, like N64, PlayStation 2 platformers. You know, parts like this. But then in other parts reminds me of just like a traditional action/fighting game. I can connect and disconnect flux of Shi to power mechanisms.
There haven't been a lot of those 3D platforming games around for like the last few years.
And now they're everywhere.
Yeah, we had Ukulele recently,
Oh,
but
catch plug.
I didn't get to play that.
Catch plug.
I didn't get it. I saw some videos on it.
Where do you think we're meant to take this? Over here?
Maybe connect them together, yeah, I guess.
Solve the puzzle.
Solve my maze.
You want to
like
save
we
your
always
friends?
say on GS.
We do always say that. That is something we frequently say. Take flux.
It's a reference
Oh,
to a
wait.
game called Superman 64.
Link flux. Link flux.
Release flux.
We've got it.
Are you
We don't
pressing
wanna
A?
release it. Yeah, so take flux, link flux. Where are we going to link it? Here? Yeah.
Oh, you gotta link it to that first. Maybe you can take...
Aha.
Oh, you have to do it 2 steps. Yeah,
Clever.
we were trying to run across it.
Whoa!
And it opens up this vine here.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this art style. This is like a nostalgic art style for me too.
Yeah, the colors are... Everything seems really saturated, but you can still tell what's going on.
He's holding that wrench. He sure is angry about it.
What were we talking about?
Bayonetta. No, that's not true.
Yeah, we were talking about that a while ago.
Am I backtracking?
I liked the game. I liked Bayonetta a lot. I never played the second one.
Nah, me neither.
But I hate the character.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. But the gameplay was really good, so I liked the game a lot.
Oh, we don't have access to a map right now. Interesting. There we go.
Yeah, I think Bayonetta as a
Whoa.
character is pretty corny.
I think you're pretty cool. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But I don't know, I like Dante, like the old Dante from Devil May Cry.
He was pretty corny too, right?
Yeah, pretty corny, but for some reason, I don't know, I liked him.
Wow, look at that.
The stories in those games are always pretty terrible, though.
Yeah. Oh, so we came across here earlier as Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Vaguely. No, I remember. We gotta catch up to him.
Look how fast he runs. Alright, yeah, here we go, here we go. I think we're finally gonna meet up. This is interesting. The environment has several different challenges depending on which character you are. Because we were just playing here and all we were doing is murdering dudes. Now we have these puzzles. Let's follow these guys. Yeah, I do not want to get into combat here. My key? That way I can plug in she. Okay, let's do this. Get she wrench. Get he trying to get he wrench out. Unplug a she flux. A lot of terminology, you know. Why did I do that?
Can you just unhooked it?
Yeah, why would I do that? Why would I have done that?
I don't know.
Oh,
You gotta hook these up.
Get out of here. Whoa. But why?
Or hook them all together. Oh, that's what you probably have to do.
think?
Yeah. Hook that one to this one. So you wanna take flux, I think.
Oh yeah, take flux.
Take flux, and then link it up to this one.
Link flux. If you want to save your friends.
And then you want to take flux from this one, link it up to this little C-shaped wooden thing here. So take flux.
Okay.
Link flux here.
Let's see. Take flux.
Link flux.
Link flux.
And then you want to take this flux and link it to the other one. Link it to the other C-shaped thing. There you go. Link it to that. That'll do it. What the fuck? It didn't do it.
No, it didn't do it.
What the hell?
Maybe that's not it.
I guess that's not it.
There is this thing over here.
Hey, what is this thing?
It's a flux crystal.
It is?
I don't know.
Can you link to it?
We'll try it. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
Take flux. I'm just going to borrow some of your flux.
Yeah.
Link flux.
Flux off.
Nope. No flux available. So I guess it only can happen at specific... when you're up against specific objects. Maybe you just have to... excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. Let's see. Let's see. We're really trapped in here now. Give me some of that flux. What about if we do...
Yeah, maybe crisscross them.
Yeah.
That's gotta be it.
Oh.
It doesn't reach though.
Does
It's
it-
kind of hard to tell when if it's gonna.
Might be on a timer. Might just
maybe,
be on a timer.
Maybe it's a timer. Yeah.
Might just-
Cross them over. See if that does it. That's got to do
Cross
it.
those streams,
Ah,
baby.
fuck! It didn't work.
Wait, huh? Alright.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe wait. Link that one to link this one to this one.
Okay.
Try that. We're just kind of randomly trying everything here.
Huh.
It doesn't seem to. There's got to be some logic to this.
There was a tutorial, but...
Yeah, they're probably yelling at their
Yeah.
screens right now.
Wait. Now we can leave?
It says she wrench solved the puzzle.
It does
though.
say solve the puzzle, though.
Yeah, we can't leave this area. I guess we gotta solve this puzzle. It's a very, very simple puzzle. That
Wait. Let's see here. I also can't access the menu. So if there was a tip there in that tool, in the tooltip tool, I won't be able to look at it. This puzzle was about unlinking flux, though, right? That was the deal.
Yeah, we unlinked it, so we're done.
We're done. Let's just get out of here. We're done. Oh, we're supposed to recreate this bridge, I think is the deal. We gotta get that lightning over there, I bet. What if we just, Nope.
Maybe put this one on this one and then take that to there. Did we try that yet? So I don't know how much you want to include of our struggles, but
None of
here
it.
we are.
I'll pretend that it never happened.
So we figured it out.
Figured. Yeah, we
figured it out.
Right.
Yeah.
So the point of unlinking she was so that we can...
You're supposed to unlink the red one from there, and you grab the yellow one, link these two yellows together, and then that yellowish stone that's far away over here, you're supposed to link that.
Yeah.
You link all the yellows together.
That looks like a really far distance.
So the red one is sort of a decoy.
Decoy octopus, if you will.
Yeah.
So...
And that activates the bridge.
Right. Okay. Alright. I'll accept that. Now let's see.
I was wondering what that sound is. I think it's that wheel over there, that
Oh, yeah.
water wheel turning.
Can we get up here?
Oh, there we go. Looks cool. There's ruin environment. I like the environment designs in this game too.
Yeah, this is a really good looking game. Quite enjoying it. Let's see here.
There you go.
Yeah, I was just saying to
Some
Joe.
platforming. Pretty
Yeah.
simple platforming.
Yeah, like minor platforming. I was just saying how there's a lot of commands. Like every button does something. Like this one, you hold down the left trigger. I always get those confused. Left trigger to pull up that little menu in the corner, and then every face button does something different. And
Yeah.
in a game like this, yeah, like, and then you press the RB to toggle this one on and off. Like there's already a lot to do.
Oh, that's
you
a
know?
toggle? That's not like a hold?
No. That's
Huh.
You know, the other character was throwing those boulders around. That's the same
Oh,
toggle.
I see.
It's like their unique ability, I guess.
Yeah, I like when they use
Jeez.
when games use a shoulder button to activate a separate set of buttons if it's like a more complex game like this.
Yeah. Let's get up here.
I'm pretty used to it just from playing Final Fantasy 14 for years.
Let's read this sign, shall we? Scoring 100 in Affinity will enable you to resist the Shi of that element. The monsters have got the picture.
What picture?
The monsters have it. That's
I've
all.
got the picture. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
The monsters
got
have
the
got
picture.
the picture. Take the time to gain some experience.
An experienced man.
All right.
Can reach new zones more easily.
Telling us to grind. Let's just go up this hill. What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know, maybe a boulder will fall down or you'll meet a giant bomb at the top.
Some nice scenery, though, I gotta say.
Yeah, the backgrounds are well painted.
What is that thing? Get out of here, you
I
old
don't know,
man.
we saw some of those floating around the castle or a building earlier in the background, but that looks like a smaller one.
Yeah, there's so much. There's so much. This is definitely the kind of game that I would... Oh my Jesus Christ.
This is just one guy.
Yeah.
It's these guys. We already know how to deal with these guys.
Oh, okay,
Oh no,
so...
he's setting down. That's like a turret thing.
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Yeah. So I just noticed when I'm casting these ice spells, if you look in the HUD in the top left, that number is depleting. I have 2 now, and then I'm probably gonna run out.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
seems
So,
like-
yeah,
oh,
your
Jesus.
magic. Jesus Christ.
Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Yeah. So and then
And it's changing colors. The arena is changing. Now we're on blue
So now
again,
I'm
so you can
recharging
charge
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. I bet. So you probably unlock the ability to use all these different kinds of magic, all these 4 colors of magic, and then the color of the arena. So yeah, you have to wait till the color of the arena is
right. Yeah,
the
there's
color that you want to recharge. It's
outta
pretty
here.
interesting.
there's a lot to this already.
Yeah, you're on blue. Oh, and it highlights on the HUD too which one
Oh.
when you can charge it.
Oh God.
But yeah, it's kind of hard to charge when you're getting pummeled.
Yeah.
Can you just punch him? Just punch him.
Can,
punch
yeah.
him to death. He's almost dead.
I'm
Grum
just,
is.
you're stun locked. This whole time you're just stun locked. Like either you stun lock him or he stun locks you, and that's it.
I like that drawing of him too. It has the drawing of the character that you're fighting in the top right.
Yeah, those
sort
are
of
nice.
like fighting game
Yeah.
life bars.
Oh, I got that torn loincloth.
They're nice and big and easy to keep track of.
Let's equip this torn loincloth. Iron arm. What else
Might as well. It's better than no arm at all.
Is it?
Metal arms are better than no arms.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I think you're right about that. Yeah. Alright.
Didn't Luke Skywalker have a metal arm?
Oh, crap, did I just go the wrong way? Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
You've already.
Well, he had a
been
metal
back.
hand.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, a hand is different than an arm.
Yeah, it's like a part of an arm, right?
Technically, he lost it when... Yeah.
The hand is the most important part of the arm. I think Rayman would agree. Oh, there you go. You can just set that bear trap off.
Cool.
Try and set one off with your foot, though. I want to see what happens.
We are a bear, too, right? Sort of? We're
Oh,
like
yeah.
a bear-esque. Well, how much life do we have? Can we afford this? How do you check your health?
I don't know. You just do it.
There we go. Yeah, we can probably tank this.
Yeah, just... Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. That
Really
did over...
gross.
Oh, yeah, you can heal, too, so there you go. Oh, that...
Oh, that was an accident.
Yeah, I kind of thought so.
What's up, Bagog? Hey, Bagog.
You didn't see me right. No, we saw you,
What?
sir.
That's all you have to say for yourself?
This is another goofball. That's another goofball character.
That's all you're gonna tell me? You didn't see me, right? I'm gonna link your flux. I'm gonna take your flux. Alright. Bear
gonna
traps.
get ya.
Here we go. Save point.
Hey, it warned you with an exclamation point when you're near one of those bear traps.
Yeah, it does seem heavily inspired by Final Fantasy IX.
He gets
Again.
real scared.
What's up, dude?
This is the happy mask seller.
Ooh. Yeah, it really is.
He doesn't look as happy though, and he doesn't look as frightening. Remember that happy mask man?
Yeah, he's pretty terrifying.
Terrifying. That's the word.
So you'll notice, okay, torn loincloth is a bartering item, so it seems like... What's funny?
That's the currency in this game. Torn loincloths.
Right, they have to be torn. They cannot be new.
That's disgusting.
So there's like two separate currencies
They're all
here.
worn too.
Let's see.
God.
Let's do... Wait, one?
Wacky
150?
Wenshu style.
Wacky Wenshu? Wacky Nusu.
Wio Rishushi discipline. These sound like made up terms.
Am I buying 21 copies of this? I don't know what I'm buying, but let's just buy it. Blue Apple. Cocoa Shack. The Cocoa Shack. Brotherhood uniform.
You want to join my brotherhood?
Let's go down to the Cocoa Shack.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to hesitate. I'm not going to come back and buy that stuff again. Let's equip some of it. See what we can do here. So those are all locked. Those are all locked. What did I just buy? Here we go. If you need a bolt of lightning on demand, then this discipline is a perfect and highly prized.
Sounds good.
It's a highly prized what?
By soothsayers and preachers.
If you need a bolt of lightning on demand, then this discipline is a perfect
and highly prized is a perfect. No, I don't know. Is perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to say is perfect, not is a perfect.
That's not the first typo I noticed, actually. The one thing I'm good at in life is calling out people for typos.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I noticed them.
You write a lot of scripts for GS.
And I like
the analysis videos.
I like to make a lot of typos.
Yeah, I don't usually correct your typos because I figure you're gonna, when you read it, you're gonna correct it.
No, I pronounce it. I pronounce it as it's written, typos and all.
Oh, then I should probably be doing a little more editing. The best way to do editing, you got to read it backwards. That's how you do the typos.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Backwards or upside down? Backwards? What do you mean backwards?
I think you read it backwards so that if you want to check for typos.
Oh, huh?
If you're an editor, yeah, they usually read it backwards, I think.
Really?
I think they read it forwards and backwards, actually.
So you'd like start at the last word and...
That's got to be a hellish job. That would be hellish for me. I can't stand reading.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm not even reading this. I probably should be.
There's no doubt it.
No doubt. I think it means no doubt about it. Where is he? Where is he? Well,
I think this is a
precautions.
French game developer?
Oh, that might be why there's a few typos here and there. I mean, everything's pretty much understandable. There's just a few typos.
I suppose we had to take care of.
Actually, that wouldn't surprise me too much if this was French.
Why do you say that?
Just the art style a little bit like this.
Shadow, I thought you were...
It reminds me a little bit of French comics.
Oh, what typically French art? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know what this reminds me of.
What's wrong with my bandana? Have you seen those glasses you're wearing?
Artistically, nothing specific. Although there was a 3D cutscene at the start of the game, we haven't seen any more of those. I'm assuming there are more. So we did it! We did it! We finally completed the first quest. This is a very, I guess, slow-paced game? At least for me.
Yeah, I think they want to introduce the systems slow, and they have the time to do it, because it's an adventure game, like an RPG or adventure game, so...
This is totally the kind of game that I would play for like 100 hours.
100?
100,
That's
yeah.
a long time. What sort of conflicts?
Alright then.
Yeah, I got Persona 5.
You got Persona 5?
Yeah.
I've heard great things.
I didn't really play it though. My wife was mostly playing it. But she just beat it.
What, really, already?
It's really long.
That was fast. Yeah.
But yeah, she was playing it a lot.
Check it out. So left bumper. That's called a bumper.
Oh yeah.
Now we can
that
toggle.
swaps the characters.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
I want to play as this dude because magic. LOL. I always love being the.
Yeah, this guy looks and seems like he's more the brawler type of guy.
Yeah, I think he's better suited for combat for right now, at least. Randolph.
But yeah, Persona 5. Talk about UI game to the max.
Yeah, that game is all about style. That series is all about style, really, and they do it quite well.
I can't think of a better UI like in any game ever. It's ridiculous. Like, it's very intimidating and inspiring at the same time. The way that the UI animates and the way everything is laid out and the style of it.
That's the kind of UI that I would imagine you would make.
I couldn't. Sorry, we're never gonna have a game that has a UI
Darn.
that good. And like, everything is readable. It doesn't even need to be a style. It doesn't even necessarily need to be that style, but just the way everything's laid out and the colors, and that's like the biggest thing that I notice about the game. Not the story, not the not the characters, not the game design, the UI. It's like max level UI. Like, everything else just looks basic compared to Persona 5's menus and UI.
I did play a lot of Persona 4. Yeah, 4. A little bit of 3, a lot of 4. Enjoyed both of them. Super stylish. Really fun, though. But I don't have a PS4. No, it's not for PS3 as well, I think, though.
Persona 5, is it?
Yeah,
No,
I think it is.
It really?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't have PS3 either.
Let's
We
go
got the
over here.
PS4 this generation. I don't usually get all the consoles anymore.
In this generation, I got a PC. Don't you tell me what to do.
It's like, but what are you missing out on at this point? If you, like, almost everything comes out for PC now.
Yeah, almost everything. Like, they're the PS4 exclusive, like, I
You're
want
missing,
Bloodborne.
Yeah, you're missing Bloodborne and Neo, which are two games that you'd probably love.
But I've never bought a console for just one game, even if it was like a Zelda game or
Yes,
Demon Souls or something, you know, like that was a game that I really, really wanted to play.
it's like the only thing for Xbox One that I want that I can't play on PC or PS4 is Gears of War. But you can get Gears of War if you have Windows 10, which I don't have Windows 10.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up how they did that. They restrict it to one version of this OS. Okay, navigate among the allies. So this is teaching us how to... It seems like... Oh, wait. Okay, so we're equipping an ability?
You only got one highlighted, though.
Yeah, so that's the one we want. Heals allies by 20% health points.
Okay. Oh, so it's, yeah, you can use it probably any time.
Yeah, so this seems like a Gambit system-esque. If you've played Final Fantasy 12, you know, it's like a smart AI system, sort of. So you choose the condition when you want this to proc. So, for example, ally, life below...
50. Yeah, let's do life below 50.
We have to do 75. We have to.
Oh, we do?
Oh, this is a tutorial, that's
Oh, okay.
why.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
it forces you to choose one of them.
What else did that? Well, Kingdom Hearts had a simple system like that. You could tell Donald and Goofy to do...
Donald and Goofy.
You could tell them to do, like focus on healing or focus on...
Never got into those games.
Nah.
I couldn't get past the Disney characters. I'm not a big fan of those old-timey Disney characters. I heard it's a really good game, and I like Nomura. I love his designs.
Come here, I'm going to push you out of the way. Get out of here. Alright, well I think we've mastered the basics of combat. Mastered.
He did, Nomura did the Brave Fencer game for PS2. He did the design for that.
Alright. Well, there you go.
And, what's that game you like for the DS?
Final
The World
Fantasy-
Ends With You.
The World Ends With You.
Yeah, he did those designs.
Yes, yeah.
And
Those-
obviously
those are
Final
great.
Fantasy 7.
Let's get out of here. Let's do it. Talk to me. Hey, wackies.
And he directed Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, he did?
And in any interview that he did, he looked like he had no sleep.
For 15 years. Wait. Oh, I thought it was first person. Did you see that? I was like, it's not first person. We were just zoomed into a rock there.
Oh, yeah.
Rock zoom. Walk slowly.
Can you play in first person in this game?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. It'd probably be pretty bad.
the tip here is to walk slowly, but earlier I was just doing this. Oh wait, I can't sprint right now. So right trigger will sprint, except for right now, because it's teaching us that we have to walk slowly. So, alright, we'll do this the slow way.
So we gotta catch up on one of these guys.
Look at his
You
jaunt.
never see it coming.
He's got a little jaunt. Do you like that jaunt? Come on!
Every time I look out my window, I see one of these things in the yard.
What? What do you
I
mean?
know, it's not. It's a mole.
Oh, okay.
We have a mole. There might be more than one mole, because every time I look outside, there's a mole walking around my backyard.
The same mole?
I guess it's the same. I can't tell the difference between one mole and another, but I see a mole. Only one. I never see two of them, so I assume it's the same guy every time.
The same guy. A Shimen hero, Miss Mingan. Shimen hero. I wonder if the mole is the one getting into my trash can. Who else could it be? Another man?
Yeah, it's probably a cat, actually. I've actually seen the cat getting into my trash can.
See, look, you can just sprint up on these guys.
Just rush them.
So why would you walk slowly when you can just
Look at him, he looks real
sprint up
cute.
on their grill? Who
Why
looks
would you
cute?
ever want to hurt that guy? There's the little mole fellas. The little porcupine guys. The illustration of them. It looks kind of cute.
Okay.
Cute and fun.
Cute and fun.
Yeah, both. You heard me.
So there is a lot of story. If you're into story.
It's an RPG, so that's what you usually come in for.
No, I come in for the stat maxing, the min maxing.
It's one of the few
is never late.
genres of games where the story takes precedence, I think, even over the gameplay. For a lot of people.
Plays special she sounds that only Montara
Special
can hear.
she sounds. She sounds
Just keep
by the
on
sea
playing
sound.
if you want to make contact.
This is the 5th try. Normally just the one song does the job.
So what are you saying?
I
This
don't
guy's
think the
impatient.
tune is reaching Montara. The sound of the flute must be
Kind of
blocked
reminds me
by
of
something.
Avatar.
It has to work.
Avatar: The
We're
Last
so close
Airbender,
to our
in the
goal.
way that the elements are
Montara is the name of your famous
related
flying
to the
city.
story. A
That's
little
right.
bit, you know?
Yeah.
Montara was built on the back of a flying mantis of the ether. The mantis are
Yeah, how did they
guardians of
do
the
that?
boundary between
How did they do
space
what?
and
With
time.
Avatar, they
It's
did like
last
the elemental
refuge of the
theme, which has been
enemies.
done to death, but
Yeah.
somehow it was really original
Harbor a
when
bitter resentment towards
Yeah.
when that came out.
What do you
That
get
that's
at?
a system that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole.
Nothing to do with me.
Don't
Now.
worry.
Yeah.
The
You know
elements,
full well
earth,
you
air,
are
water,
the
and
one
fire.
making the decision.
Yeah.
That was
We don't have
that
time for this, Iris.
was done in the 90s or the
Rosario
80s
will
even.
be granted
I don't
temporary
know.
refuge on
Maybe even
Montara
before that.
as
Who knows?
agreed.
Wasn't there that band?
Should we say
Earth, Water,
have
Fire?
no
Earth, Air, and Fire?
Yeah,
Just wanted
I think
to
so.
make
Or
you
I
aware
think it's
of
called
their
Earth, Wind,
feelings,
and
that's
Fire.
There you go. That's the one. It was
I don't know
over.
how I know. I couldn't name a song by them, but somehow I know the name of the band.
Something
They
we're missing.
Rains in Africa. It was called Africa.
I'm not
That
sure it'll
song.
work,
No, I'm
but
just
if you
kidding. I don't think that
insist.
was them. Who was that? I'll never know.
Look at these guys. They look really grumpy.
We, the Shyness, can also hear the melody of Montara,
So we have a Navi-esque,
but it seems to be blocked by a flux of
This
dark
thing?
she.
a Navi-esque
And
this
it's
thing
coming from this
that only we can
area.
see. Yeah, fairy. That only we can see. It's like an earth spirit-ish.
A flux of dark she? Are you sure?
I'm gonna take your flux.
Speaking to the shy.
Stop! You're wasting your time! The melody is being blocked by a flux of dark she, and it's coming from this area!
Oh boy. Can we play as this guy? I want to play as this guy.
That'd be kind of cool, huh? Be kind of cool. Let's see. We can choose. You don't know all that much about walkies. Want to diss him or not diss him? Let's diss him.
Yeah, we got it. Some. There. We
Look at my dissing stance.
Look how small he is, though.
He's so small. He doesn't fit. He's totally fits behind the text box.
Cayenne could throw this guy in the river. He could throw Pokey and what's the main character's
Shadow.
name? Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah, I knew that. He could throw both of these guys in the river at once.
Speaking of Shadow, Shadow Moon from American Gods, which comes out in 4 days on what's that channel? Stars? Is it Stars or Showtime or something?
I don't know. I never heard of it.
Oh, it's a book. That's why.
Oh.
What
Yeah,
is-
I don't read books.
Ask
But
Tara.
Ed does. I could read off a couple of the books on Ed's bookshelf if you want.
Let's do that in another episode because we're probably at the end here. I think. You know?
And it's not really something that's important to do.
Wow,
Either way.
Look, he's so in the corner right now.
He's really small.
I think the perspective is funny here or something. For me, he's really just. stuck down there in the corner.
The camera shifts. Camera shifts pretty well for the most part, though. It shows
Yeah.
the character that's talking right over the text box. Something that you don't really think about a lot of the time when
Yeah.
you're playing a game. You don't think about the shots that they choose and when the camera shifts around. But that's a pretty important skill when you're developing a game or making a movie, obviously, or making comics. Basically, any kind of visual storytelling.
Yeah.
The angles, the shots are really important.
And for an example of what not to do, go see the Star Wars prequels, which are just shot, shoulder shot, shoulder shot, over and over and over for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, I didn't remember.
I can't actually take credit for that. I got that from the Plinkett reviews, which I love. But they made a big point about that.
If you want to see what to do, well, this game does it pretty well, but Tarantino movies,
Oh, yeah?
he picks the best shots.
What is that? Is that nothing? It's nothing. Fuzzy.
But, I mean, I guess that's pretty obvious.
This is kind of nice. This really is a... What are those? What are those?
Yeah, we saw those earlier.
We did?
I saw those in the background, yeah. And we saw like a smaller one floating
Yeah.
around earlier too.
I remember the smaller
We're
one.
back at the water wheel. Yeah, this is cool. You can see all the places that you've been and some places where you haven't been.
Wow.
Kind of like
Just like Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, everybody
Sorry.
can say that. No, it's
This is an... I knew it. This game is secretly...
yeah.
What's the phrase? Souls-inspired indie roguelike. I knew it. That's Shine S. I knew it.
This game doesn't have very much in common with Dark Souls.
No. What's this?
And that's refreshing because
Yeah.
I think too many games have too many things in common with Dark Souls.
Oh, dead end. What about... Oh, crud.
But I don't know, man. I think we should have some...
Nope,
some...
fall damage. It is Dark Souls.
Oh, shit.
It's the
You're
same.
right.
Exactly the same. No, sorry. What were you going to say?
In our next game, we're talking about how much Dark Souls influence should we have in it? Because Ed knows a lot about Dark Souls, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know how much influence I want it to have.
Yeah, it's more of a Metroid type of game.
Yeah. I mean... Oh, Gears. See these Gears? Let's make a Gears of Wars game. Gears of Wars?
No, I don't think we could do that.
No, I don't think so. I will need a new one to repair this mechanism. So that's presumably a shortcut.
Careful about these bear traps.
I think falling down there was probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think we were supposed to do that.
We have to go all the way around. But luckily, we can...
But this guy's slower. I think he's
He
slower.
is.
Or
Oh.
maybe the animation is just slower.
Oh,
no,
wait, I wasn't
no,
running.
You're good. Yeah, now you're running. Okay, they're probably about the same speed.
So I want to... This is where we started, I think. Save over again. I don't think we can get back through here, maybe? Maybe we can. Can we jump down? No. Do we really want to take the long way? What's this? Oh! Oh! Why was that significant? Why is it significant? If you know, leave it in the comments. We'll be waiting here for you.
I don't know. Push the log down. Maybe it's just for fun. It probably isn't, though.
Whoa!
Usually stuff like that is done for a reason.
Wait. Do it again. Do it again. I got him stuck on the branch there. Hey.
Yeah, 3D physics. Really hard.
Especially cameras. Hey, it's this puzzle. Alright, so we'll go back up here. I guess we can call it pretty soon. I don't want to...
Yeah, I guess we have been going for a little while,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's a lot. It's an RPG, so
Yeah, there's a ton to
we could just
talk about.
We could play for a really long time and still have lots to
I feel like
talk
we've-
about and do.
yeah. I feel like we've barely scratched the surface.
There you
know?
go. Now you're combining the elements here. You got two of these, right? Two of these rocks.
Yeah.
So you
I,
put two of those down.
yeah.
There you go, and it opens it up.
This is an area we've already been to when we were playing as Shadow in the very, very beginning.
Yeah. But now we got our little buddy here, Pokey.
So we want to go to the... How do we want to do this? We want to turn
You might have to
around?
go all the way around.
We want to go like... There is a path. Is it this path? It's got to be this path. Oh, crap.
But it's blocked off.
I did it wrong. Well, I'm not going to make you watch me flail around here for a while. But I will be playing it more. So... I'm looking forward to it. This is Shyness. How do I get around? Oh, you really have to go all the way around. Alright, let's do it.
You might have to.
This is Shyness. It was published and released Telescopes last week. You can get it on Steam now. And we again want to thank Enigami for providing us with a copy so that we could do this coverage. I don't know if we did it justice. This is probably one of those games you need to spend a couple hours in to really sink your teeth into.
Yeah, well, hopefully you guys got an idea of what it's about.
Yeah. What is it pointing to? Interesting.
And thanks everybody for watching. Equipped. You just have the heal equipped, I guess. Look at that dance.
Can you can't equip mid combat, can you? Oops. Combat information. No challenge. I'll be the judge of that.